Let's bring you a positive story now. It's been 200 days since Taiwan reported a local coronavirus case. 200 days without community transmission. 200 days without a single new case of the Wuhan virus. Decisive leadership has kept the pandemic at bay in this country. In the meanwhile, Europe is dealing with a second wave of infection. Some countries are imposing a second lockdown. How did Taiwan achieve this 200-day streak? Our next report tells you.
2020 has been lost to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cities locked down, social lives disrupted, economies in a tailspin. But one country has made it work. It has emerged unscathed, despite being surrounded by hotspots. That country is Taiwan. Taiwan's last locally transmitted case came on April 12th. 200 days have passed, with 0 cases of local transmission. Taiwan's strategy has been simple: trace, test, and quarantine. No lockdown. It's a strategy that has made it the world leader in pandemic response. Let's put Taiwan's COVID stats in perspective. 550 confirmed cases and 7 deaths only. This is a country of 23 million people. Australia has a similar population. It registered almost 28,000 cases and 900 deaths. A majority of Taiwan's cases were imported. Residents who got infected outside the country. So what did Taiwan do differently? How did it succeed, where far wealthier nations failed? For starters, Taiwan had a head start. By December, it knew about a SARS-like infection spreading in Wuhan. The first thing authorities did was observe passengers from China. Once they were convinced of the threat, Taiwan sealed its borders. This was way back in January. Taiwan was also quick to stockpile masks and PPE kits. In 4 months, it went from making 2 million masks a day to 20 million. While many countries struggled with shortages in the early stages, Taiwan had no such issue. But the most crucial part of Taiwan's plan was contact tracing. For each confirmed case, the government traced 20 to 30 contacts. These people would then go into home quarantine. It did not matter whether they tested positive or not. 340,000 people have undergone home quarantine in Taiwan, almost 1.5% of the total population. Fewer than 1,000 people ended up violating it. That's a compliance rate of 99.7%. The public had a major role in Taiwan's success story. Past experience also helped. In 2003, the SARS epidemic dealt a huge blow to Taiwan. Hundreds of people became ill. At least 73 died. Since then, Taiwan has been preparing for the next pandemic. When the Wuhan virus came, Taiwan had all the tools to combat it. It has also avoided an economic meltdown. Its GDP is projected to expand by almost 2%. So, does this mean absolute victory? Not quite. Taiwan is still reporting imported cases, around 20 in the last 2 weeks alone. Taiwan's response has been the gold standard of pandemic response. This 200-day streak is another example of why Taiwan needs a seat at the World Health Organization. Its knowledge could be crucial in preventing the next pandemic. Bureau Report, WION. World is one.
Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is one.